looks useless so well. I can sense your evil like a bird senses his prey. His energy is everywhere. I can't pinpoint him. There you are! Yeah!
Nice try!
Yeah! Oh! Oh no!
Now perish into oblivion!
No! I can't! I won't give up!
It's futile! Now die!
Man, there's so many people in this world that are so strong. Sorry, everyone. I think I've reached my limit. I don't have any strength left.
What are you doing, Kakarot? Dad! Is that really all you've got?
Come on, buddy. You've got this! Until you learn not to get caught in the enemy's pressure, you'll never mentally progress as a fighter!
It was only a matter of time until you lost. Huh? What is this light? Damn it! Oh! How can this be? Oh!
Ha! Me! Ha! Me! Ha!
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Starblast Studios coming here with a brand new figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashi Nations SH Figuarts Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I know the review of this Goku is actually long overdue. I should have had this video out a while ago. But man, like, let's just say that some stuff has been, you know, sort of taking place. Specifically, I guess you can say the stop motion of which I was working on, like, took way longer to actually go and animate than I, initially expected. It wasn't actually supposed to go that long, but, I went out of, like, it just, like, it took a really long time, like, to actually go and do, and, yeah, just did not expect it to take that long. But anyways, here we got the figure. Before we actually do take a look at that, we'll take our regular look at the box. So here we got, the front of the box with a nice photo of Ultra Instinct Goku right there. You got the side, and then you got the back. We're not really gonna go over it too much. You know the rule. You know how this stuff is. We'll just get the. I mean, you're not gonna be getting a figure for the box unless you're one of those mint box type of collectors. In which case, well, yeah, you are. But I mean, you've most certainly already seen the box right now. So let's just get right into this figure. But anyways, guys. Here we go. Here's the Ultra Instinct Goku out of the box, and man, I gotta say that this specific Goku, I really do enjoy how this thing turned out. Like, you have a really nice silver metallic hair. I think they absolutely nailed the look of Goku for his hair, like in Master Ultra Instinct. You also got the really well painted like eyes on there, and the actual sculpt of the hair I think just looks really, really good as well. Then the overall like sculpt that they did on the torso area, where I feel like initially it looked like they took the mold of the Awakening Goku. Not exactly for like the whole figure, but just specifically for the upper half of the torso. I feel like they sort of took this mold and then just retooled it so that you don't have, because obviously he's not going to have a blue shirt right there like you do on the regular Awakening Goku, but they just took the mold and actually completed what this mold it would initially be without the actual blue shirt in there. And then for the arms, they actually went with a different approach than they did with the Awakening Goku, and it gave him some like more, I guess, for lack of a better term, slender arm, and making it not as muscular. And initially, I felt that that was going to be a problem, as that a lot of people have, but I think it actually, comes out fine, and it makes sense for his arms to actually not be as big as it is in Super Saiyan, because you're looking at it right here. Ultra Instinct is not that kind of physical transformation. I mean, other than the hair color and thing, but like with Super Saiyan, his muscles get bigger. This is more like how it is in his base form, and that's what I like. That's like those like incredibly subtle details like that, I think is actually like really cool. Now, in terms of what I think is better, so like this is the second battle damage Ultra Instinct Goku in the actual line, and I know initially when he first came out, one of the things that people immediately were talking about is like, well, which one is the better Goku between these two? Now, honestly, I think what it comes down to is personal preference, but with this Goku right here, you can sort of see that they've added in a lot of actual shading with this one, whereas, this one right here, I mean, it's more typical Tamashi Nations, but they're really not going in shading a lot of the figures. I mean, they did go and shade the pants, and then surprisingly on here, there's like only very subtle like shading on this one, but honestly, yeah, once again, like it all comes down to personal preference. I personally kind of like the fact that they didn't really go too much and shade this, because then it would have sort of like, I feel like he doesn't need to have all that dirty look. Like, yeah, this one looks great, but also, this one it also looks cool because of the fact that, it's a more like cleaner kind of Goku, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know. It all does come down to personal preference. So, yeah, overall, I think with the Goku, with how they sculpted, and don't even get me started, this belt is like amazing, and the way that they sculpted the pants on here looks fantastic. But like I was saying, overall, I think they handled the sculpting of this Goku really, really well. So for the actual accessories of the Goku, we have obviously the regular stern face right here. We also get a teeth gritted face, which I think looks fantastic, and also a screaming face. Now, when it comes to these faces, what they did with the screaming face, I think they did a really good job on it. But one of the things I would have really liked to see is if this teeth grid face had more of like the special kind of eyes of which they had on the screaming face, because then you would have had a little bit more of an accurate look to Goku in the actual anime, in the scene where he got mad at Jiren for almost like literally killing all of his friends, and then just went in there and punched him. I think that would have been a really more appropriate face, but not a deal breaker at all by any means. And as for the last face, you also got a regular like looking to the side face of Goku. And usually I dislike looking to the side faces, but that's only when they don't include a face with this type of expression of them looking straight. In this case, they do. So in this, like they actually obviously did include that for Goku, like over here. So this face I don't have a problem with at all. I actually really like how I actually really like using it in a lot of different shots because I have that option. But yeah, and for the other accessories, we also get obviously the fists which come on him out of the packaging, and also some Kamehameha type hands, some martial arts type hands, and some of the open palm plastic hands. More of the standard stuff for Goku, and then the other thing that he has is this Kamehameha thing where you just build together. I'm not going to actually go and build this up right now. I just prefer to keep mine in the box, but here's an image which should appear on the screen for you guys right now. But anyways, with all that being said, let's get into some comparisons. Actually, no, we're not going to get into comparisons. What am I saying? This is a new Goku. And Goku figures are just the funnest overall types of figures in the Figuarts line. No, so you know what? We're going to go and do some head swapping on this body because that is what this is meant for. Here he is with the Super Saiyan head, and I really do enjoy this look right here. And here we have him with, his base form head. This is actually, I feel, a little bit more fitting considering this is how he was towards the end of the Tournament of Power. I mean, other than, him with, the Super Saiyan having, flashing that transformation on and off. But continuing on, Super Saiyan God looked godly on him, pun intended. And for Super Saiyan Blue, I really do dig the look on this one. Like, I feel like it's just because of the fact that the actual color of the hair is the same as on the belt, and so you got the cool color contrast and stuff. So yeah. And in case you guys were curious, you actually can get the Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku head from Demonical Fit right on to this body. Although I don't know why you would necessarily want to do that, because like the head that he comes on there, I feel is way better than this one. But yeah, other than that, let's continue on with the review. And as for other body molds that this Ultra Instinct head that comes on the figure can fit on, like here it is on the Awakening Goku body. So for the other bodies, we'll try to skim through them as quickly as I can. Here he is on the Super Saiyan God body, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku body, the Saiyan Raised on Earth body, and the last body I'll put it on is the one and only Goku Black body. Now for customizers, if you guys were curious on whether or not these legs can be interchanged with other Goku figures, well, you can. So what I got right here is my old custom from that I reviewed a while ago from my friend Jesse Zalata, and basically what I did was I had already like purchased another like Ultra Instinct Goku, and kind of goes to show how long it's actually been since the figure has actually been released. And I just took the legs from that actual that Goku, and I just swapped it out with the legs that were on here. And so far, it's like I think it came out like really well. And I just think that the one thing that I do like that there is like a little bit of a problem with is just the fact that the torso on here is just clearly not meant to go on. And honestly, the customization of like doing this in the first place was kind of a little bit pointless, considering that now we're actually getting an official exclusive like of the Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. So whenever I manage to get my hands on that, this one, I'll have to figure out some other sort of like uses for this custom. Though this custom has served its purpose, it's definitely held a good portion of time on it. I did really enjoy it for what it was able to provide to me. I'll figure out some other thing with this custom. Maybe we'll turn it into something like really, really cool. Perhaps maybe a Battle Damage Goku Black if I'm able to pull that off. But yeah, so to finish off the review, let's just get into the articulation. So the head looks up, not too far up, but not too bad. Can look down pretty good. He looks stepped aside, and it's pretty much the typical sort of like joint in there that you have for the Goku figures with the ball hinge. The arms go out forward. They move 360 right here at the arm and at the shoulder, like it goes all the way around. You got a bicep. I already showed that off. The double jointed elbows. Then you got the wrist that moves side to side and swivel, and do all the special things that you do with the Figuarts wrists. Torso moves this far forward and goes pretty darn far back. I would definitely say he's perfect for Ultra Instincts. He's going to be dodging and stuff. You do get a nice waist swivel right there, and the legs do kick out. But the thing is, I noticed with the Ultra Instinct Gokus that the legs on both of the copies of which I got are actually really, really tight. Like here, like I also have the Goku from this one. Like it's so tight on that joint for some reason. So it's not just on mine. I feel like it's actually an issue, like something that a lot of people have. I don't know why it is, but I mean, it's better than the joints being loose. So you also got a thigh swivel right there, double jointed knees, and you got this typical double ball peg right there at the feet, and the toe hinge. But anyways, that's just about it for the review of the Ultra Instinct Goku. I hope you guys did enjoy the review and the stop motion that I put in the video. And yeah, guys, I hope to see y'all in the comment section fairly soon. And until next time, until then.